You just won a very important title recently. So,
Yeah.
Avery, tell us a little bit about your background first and how you started, since you did win Miss Wausau 2025 recently, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, well, congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment. Uh,
Thank you.
Exciting, it's fun, it's rewarding, but tell us how you got to this point.
Yeah. So I actually had been following along the Miss Wausau and Miss Wisconsin competition for a few years throughout high school. And my senior year, I was going to do it because Grace, my director's daughter, Grace Stanky from Wausau, won Miss America 2023. So that was like super amazing that someone in my area could accomplish such a large scale title. And so that kind of inspired me to apply. So then once 2024, November 2024 rolled around, I was like, okay, I'm just going to throw my application in there. Like, we'll see where it gets. And then the big day on stage came, and it was me and a few other girls. And it was a super rewarding experience throughout competition day. I made so many friends that I hope to keep throughout the rest of my life. And I'm so excited for Miss Wisconsin Week, where I'll make more friends of local title holders. And yeah, so I got the crown on my head. And ever since then, I've been working through my community service initiative, which is Elect and Engage. So making sure that people, not only in my generation, but throughout Wisconsin and the nation, show up for every single election, not just the one every 4 years.
So would you say, so you did this competition, you filled out the application. So growing up as a girl, as a kid, did you think about pageants? Did you think about competition? Were you involved in any sort of close relation to any of that?
Grew up in a super small town, Spencer, which is about 30 minutes outside of Wausau. And my Nana, so my grandma, she grew up watching pageants all the time. We watched Miss America every year. It was like a big thing in our house growing up. So I was exposed to it, but I think there is a typical stereotype that pageants is a beauty pageant. And I'm sure not a lot of people know, but the Miss America organization has adapted more so, and it's not just a beauty pageant. We're scored more heavily on our talent and our interview and our onstage question than anything that's just purely looks, which is super important for the personality, the media training, caring about your community service initiative, and all that. So getting into pageants, I was a little apprehensive at first because I wasn't necessarily sure what to expect. I didn't know if it was going to heavily rely on beauty or heavily rely on any other certain aspect of womanhood. But being able to be seen for who I really am and be giving a platform for something that I care so much about has been really important. And I think that's what the Miss America organization is all about.
Or girls than you who are kind of in a similar position like you, maybe they haven't, competed or been exposed in the pageant industry so much. What kind of advice would you give them to kind of, pursue and do kind of what you just did?
So the advice that I would give is just be confident in yourself. That is always, as cliche as it is, it's the most important thing. Because if I wasn't confident in myself when I went up on that stage, the audience would have known, the judges would have known, and I would have known. So being up on stage and knowing that you're there and you're supposed to be there, you're excited to be there, and you're doing everything that you can in that moment to present yourself to the judges and audience is so important. Just having that confidence and instilling that in yourself.
It's like a very good, easy way to kind of put it is just to give it a try. Like in reality, like besides being confident, just like give it a shot, like give it your first try if you've never competed, because you really don't know. And you can obviously tell from your own experience.
Yes, yes. Literally just put your foot in the door, send that email through of your application. We've got our competition coming up again in November, which is so exciting. And any girls in the Marathon County, and I think we actually extended it recently, can compete in this opportunity. And it's super thrilling. There's even other competitions throughout the state of Wisconsin that don't just have to be on a local level. So they could just be Miss Granite Peak, which is like Granite Peak, so it's all of Wisconsin. So yeah, it's not restrictive. So really anybody can do it, any girl can do it. And yeah, you can end up with a crown on your head and amazing opportunities.
And we are living proof right now. We're looking at
Yes,
her right now, Avery. Bottom line, always be confident no matter what, right?
for sure. Yeah.
Avery, thank you so much for taking the time and for joining us here today, sharing that experience with us and to all the young girls out there. And congratulations once again, Miss Wausau 2025.
Thank you. Yes. Thanks so much for having me.